Connive a camo with birds. Bout to fly through and straight up flip 'em all the birds. Dheezy dash too corrupt, better run 'em up. See us on the street, better say what's up. We blazing up.
Right, please welcome an Australian guest from Brisbane. Brisbane's own Dheezy, the rapper. He's coming up.
Dheezy does it, baby.
Dheezy does it, you heard it. He's a legend. He's been working with some legends, and we're here to talk to him. Thanks for coming on, man.
No, thanks for having me, man. Been meaning to do this for a while, so it's glad to finally meet you face to face and get this shit going.
I know you're from Brisbane. Did you always grow up there?
Yeah, man. Brizzy boy, born and raised. Lived in Brizzy my whole life. Probably will live in Brizzy for the rest of my life. Like, I love it here, man. So I don't have any plans of moving, but, you know, whatever happens, happens, you know?
Yeah, definitely. How'd you first get started doing music?
So, like, I put my first SoundCloud track out in, like, 2013. Just after I broke up with one of my ex-girlfriends, I kind of, like, made a little diss track about her and put it up there and did a little video. And I was like, you know what? This is actually a lot of fun. I've always, like, liked hip-hop and that sort of stuff. And, you know, when I was a kid, I was, like, real shy. So I was, like, you know, never ever dreamed of ever putting myself out there like that. And then I just sort of, you know, I was, like, having fun with it, and then sort of started taking it a bit more seriously. And I was like, you know what? You know, this is fun. I think I'm pretty good at it. So just fucking give it a go and see how good I can do and just put my best into it and see what happens.
Yeah, definitely, man. That's cool. Like, to start off, yeah, doing the diss track with the ex and then loving it. Like, I'm glad you started, man, and you're still doing it.
Cheers, man.
Right. I listen to your song. I subscribe to your YouTube channel too, and I flip them all the
Yes,
bird, man.
subscriber.
Yeah. How did that song come about? You got
Which one was that, sorry?
I flip them all the bird.
Flip 'em all the bird, yeah. So M80 worked the magic on that one to get Swifty, Conniver, and Bizarre in on that track. And he called me up one day. I was at work. I was working, and he goes, "Hey, man, guess what? Fucking Snoop Dogg's doing a show in Brisbane on March, and D12 are opening. So you know how you got that track? Let's go backstage and like film a video there." And I'm like, "Oh yeah, you know, like thinking that'd be cool." And then to have it actually happen and like meet those guys and hang out with them for a couple hours, it was just crazy, man, because they're like my childhood idols, you know, Eminem, D12, all those guys, like the whole Shady Records crew. So it was like, I was just starstruck, eh? It was just amazing.
Oh, definitely would have been, man. Like, I'm the same as you. Like, growing up listening to those guys, especially D12, man, like Swifty and Conniver, that would have been an awesome experience.
Yeah, man, it was fucking good. And I actually got to open for Swifty about a month ago. He did a headline tour with Mac Lethal. And yeah, I was the opening act for that. So I came out, did my 10 minutes, and that was real fun too. Getting to see Swifty again. And, yeah.
What was the process like working with them and actually, you know, you're growing up, like looking and listening to their music, and then what was it actually like, the feeling having to work with them?
It was very surreal, you know, like when I was working with M80 to get like all these different features and stuff, I was like, oh, you know, definitely got to get D12 on there. He's like, okay, cool. So he's like, you know, pick a beat. So I went through like, I don't know, 20 to 30 beats, just going through them and see, you know, which one feels, you know, like D12 would be on this beat. And I found the one that I went with, and I sent it to M80, and he's like, yep, that's perfect. So he sent it to those guys. And this at that point, I'd had no contact with them, so I hadn't spoken to him. It was all just through M80. And then I think Bizarre got his back first. And then I think Swifty and Conniver sent theirs back about a week later or something. And then I put it all together, did my shit, sent it to my friend mixing Alfredo. He mixed that one. He mixes a few of my other tracks as well. And he actually he DJs for me when I perform as well. So and I'll let him do one of his songs too, because he's also an artist. So I was like, hey bro, you helped me out DJing, you know, I'll let you do one of your songs as well during my set. So that was a lot of fun. But yeah, so they sent the track back, and I loved it. I was like, yeah, man, this is fucking sick. And that was pretty much it. Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, shout out to M80. He's a good guy, and
Yeah, shout out M80 off in Sydney at the moment.
Oh wow. Are you guys in
Yeah.
Sydney now?
No, well, he went to Sydney by himself because he
Oh,
really wanted to see Block Party. They were sold out in Brisbane. So
damn.
he bought a Sydney ticket. He flew out there about 4 a.m. this morning, and he's landing back about 7 a.m. tomorrow. So he just went to Sydney for the night, see Block Party and all that stuff.
Oh, man, that's crazy. And I seen the song you got with Bizarre too, Shake That Ass with Obi Trice.
Yeah, yeah. Me and Bazaar got that. We got a whole 6-track EP together, the Killer Combo. I'm repping the jacket right now. But yes, we got those. Yeah, so I was just talking to Bazaar one day. I was like, I'll grab another feature off you, bro. Like, I think that was "Fuck the World." I think was the first one. And then we are just talking a bit more on Instagram, DMing back and forth. And he was just like, man, why don't we just do like a whole EP? And I was like, yeah, fuck it. Yeah, let's do it. Fucking oath. So we did that, and it's doing pretty well. It's got about 130,000 streams all up on Spotify at the moment, I think. Not sure about the other platforms. I don't really check those. Spotify is the one I fuck with the most. So,
Yeah. And you're knocking at your door with him as well.
yep. Yeah, my mate Corey from Black Case Media, he filmed the video for that one. Filmed it at my house. Bazaar did his parts in Detroit, sent him over, mashed it all up. And yeah, it's fucking really happy with that one too.
Yeah, that's awesome. I seen you've been working with Ray Westlife as well.
Yeah, man, he's just upstairs having a nap right now.
Wow, he's a
Yeah,
legend as
because
well.
we went out to a widescreen studio today to film a couple more videos and some reels and stuff like that. And yeah, Ray, he's a fucking pro, man. Like anywhere we go, he'll be like, "Oh man, I got a mad idea for see that wall over there. If you like stand there and like do this, and then, oh look over there, there's some like cool graffiti over there." Like he's always just coming up with ideas, man. Like he's such a good like director, like just helping me out, making everything like go smoothly. Nah, he's the best.
That's awesome. What's your plans for the rest of the year going forward?
For the rest of the year, um, I like to drop another EP before the end of the year because there's a few we're working on. There's like, man, it's like 6 or 7, maybe even 8 different EPs we're working on and the album. So we're putting in a lot of work. Like we're gonna have just release after release after release, like every 2 to 3 months. Just gonna be putting shit out, keep it all going, keep the traction there, get the buzz going. Have a few videos and reels from each project, so everything's all fucking getting going.
Definitely. Yeah, that's awesome. And yeah, you got a good team with you too. Like, those guys
Yeah,
are
the best team. I did a post the other day on Instagram, hashtag dream team, because literally that's what it is.
yeah, definitely. I think you'll go far with it. And if you could work with anyone else that you haven't worked with, who would it be?
So fucking, there's a few that I would like the ultimate like to work with. Okay, so obviously my idol Eminem, he's like way at the top of the list. To do a song with him would be just that's game over. Like I'd just die.
Yeah,
Taylor Swift, that's another one. I'd love to do a song with Taylor Swift. I'd like have Taylor Swift on the hook, like kind of like her and Kendrick when they did that remix to Bad Blood, something like that.
yeah.
Because one of the first songs actually put out after that diss track was a Taylor Swift remix, and it was actually pretty bad. I made it private on YouTube because it was actually looking back, I was like, yeah. Back when I was first starting, like I didn't
Yeah.
even realize at the time, but I was like putting on this kind of like fake American accent when I was rapping. It just didn't sound like legit. So
No,
yeah,
that's
but
good.
Taylor Swift, that's a big one. Who else? Fucking 50 Cent. That'd be awesome.
Yeah, definitely. I love 50. He's awesome.
Yep, yep. He's fucking old school OG into club. That was like, what was I, grade 4 or 5 when that shit came out. And
Killed it. What so you got like 50 Cent, that'd be awesome to work with him. Who would you say inspired you first to get into music? Like who was the
it would
first?
definitely be Eminem. He would have been like the main inspiration. But then sort of groups like Limp Bizkit, Linkin Park, the sort of rap metal kind of shit. I do a few. I've been experimenting with that. Haven't really put any of it out yet, but I've got like a whole EP that's like new metal inspired shit. So that's another influence there. Guys like Corrupt and the Dog Pound, Snoop Dogg, um, like Black Eyed Peas to an extent as well.
Yeah,
Just those, that sort of shit.
Yeah, cool. What's your process when you're making a song? Do you just sit down, do you write the lyrics first, or do you have to have a beat and then you
So
go?
normally I find the beat first.
Yep.
I'll find a beat. I'll listen to it a few times, see what kind of mood it gives me, what kind of ideas that come from that, and then I'll listen to the beat over and over, and I'll start writing to it. And other times I'll start writing just without a beat. But I find most of the time if I do that, I'll have it all down and how I think the flow is going to be. And then when I find a beat, I like can't fit those words into that beat. I'm like, oh man, it doesn't really. And then I'm like rewriting it, changing stuff and this and that. So I really like to always start with a beat. And a lot of the times, if I'm collaborating with people, I'll send them the beat first and see what they come up with. Then I'll just work off what they do, especially like with hooks and stuff like that. When I get a lot of female singing hooks, I'll say, "Hey, you come. Here's a beat. Come up with a hook. Whatever your idea is, I'll work around that." So that's one way of doing it.
Yeah, that's awesome, man. And when you're not making music, what do you like doing? Like, where can
So in my
people?
spare time, I spend a fair bit of time on YouTube, many hours a day, just watching stupid shit. But also play indoor soccer twice a week with a couple of friends. And we play one at a place called Albion and one at North Lakes. And we do one's mixed, so men and women. The other one's just men. And apart from that, just like chilling back with mates, having a few drinks, catching movies, just chilling.
Yeah, definitely. That's awesome, man. And I guess what would be your favorite moment so far in the music journey?
Ah, tough one. That would either be there's between three. Either be filming the video with D12
Yep.
or opening for Swifty or meeting Snoop Dogg at that show because that was crazy. Like I almost couldn't get the words out. He was just like, "Sup, man," and I'm just like, "Yeah, sup, yeah, cool." And he was doing like this shout out video for me. He's like, "Yeah, you ready to do this shit, man?" I'm just like, "Yeah, yeah." And he puts his arm on me and he's like puffing on this joint backstage. I'm just like, man, this is just so surreal. This is just like crazy.
Wow. So is he pretty laid back to like me?
Yeah, really laid back. He's
Wow.
really tall too. I knew he was tall, but fuck, man, he's like so tall when you meet him in person. And yeah, he's real chill. But yeah, he was just you wouldn't think, you just walking around backstage and like just puffing on weed, and no one's gonna say shit because it's Snoop Dogg. If anyone else just lit up, they'd be like, "Hey, what the fuck? Yeah, get out of here."
Yeah, he's got his own rules.
Yeah, even when he's on stage performing, he's smoking weed while he's performing. You know,
Man, that's crazy. Man, I've seen him in Perth. Like, I didn't get a chance to get tickets to his show, and I was lost in the city. And like, I've seen like in the news they posted he was seen traveling around in like a black Mercedes van, and I've seen on his Instagram he posted he stayed at this hotel, like he was staying at this hotel. And I was lost, and I went down this random alleyway, and I seen this hotel, and I was like, that's the one Snoop said he was put up that he was staying at. And I seen a black Mercedes in the alleyway at this like random door, like an exit that wasn't a driveway. I was like, that's fucking weird. And there's like six dudes standing there, and I seen in their hands they all had like Snoop Dogg albums. I was like, he has got to be staying here. And then you could just smell weed through the whole alleyway.
of course.
First car pulls out. I think they had D12 in it. There was like a decoy, and then Snoop came, like drove out in the next one, like gave everyone a wave, and I was like, "Yeah, God,
Wow,
there's only like seven of us here. Jump out and talk, man." But
man, that's
yeah,
cool.
he was obviously like on his way to the airport. But yeah, I wish that'd been awesome to meet him like you did.
Yeah, man, that would have been sick. Just random. That's yeah. Fuck.
Yeah, and
It's a
what?
bit crazy that he posts where he's staying too. Not a lot of people be like, "Yo, I'm staying here." Fucking
Yeah, like he
come
just
on, man.
tagged himself in a photo with like Dre, and then I was like, "That's the building." I was like, "Nah, surely he wouldn't be staying there because he wouldn't have posted it." And then yeah, I seen those guys. But
Yeah, he
yeah,
don't
it's
give a
cool.
fuck.
Off the
Obviously, he's like,
way.
"Yeah, whatever. You know where I'm staying. Pull up."
Yeah. Yeah, no, I thought like when you would have met him, he would have had like staunch security, like, no, get back.
Nah, nah, he was so chill. Like, yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And what was like I guess the hardest thing about getting into music for you?
trying to find the confidence. Public speaking has been like my worst nightmare, like for my whole life. When I was a kid, like at school, you have a class presentation coming up. I'd always be trying to hide so the teacher wouldn't fucking call me up, hoping the bell would ring. So I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll do it next lesson, miss. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And then just try and just make it forget about it. You know what I mean? I would never put my hand up and try to answer a question or anything like that. So
And
just trying to
how'd you find the
to get the
confidence?
confidence to put myself out there. And like last night, M80, we went out to the valley in the middle of the club district, and he's like, "Yeah, we're just going to film this music video in the middle of the street while there's a million people walking around." And I was like, "Man, like, what the fuck? No." But he fucking made me do it. So that video is actually going to turn out pretty cool. But we actually got one of the bouncers at one of the clubs to pretend to be kicking me out, and he's like, I was behind my back, and I'm like screaming, and he's like dragging me out the door. So that's going to be pretty cool.
Yeah, man,
Because the
that's
song's about like drinking and fucking around, and it's like talks about the bouncers saying what the fuck and blah blah blah. And yeah, it's gonna look real cool.
man, that's awesome. The opportunity, man, that's cool.
Yeah,
Yeah, M80, he'd have some cool ideas. I'd love to catch up with him one day as well.
yeah, we should all catch up one day.
Yeah, man, that'd be cool. Like I'm from the Gold Coast originally, so
Oh, you're from Goldie, yeah, sick.
yeah. So, but yeah, every time he's been there, I've been on the other side of the country or in a different country.
Yeah, I think I remember last time when he came, he like asked you where you were or something, like hit you up, and he's like, "Oh damn, he's not here."
Yeah, that would have been cool. And yeah, yeah, missed out.
Yeah, we could have done like a sit down interview. That would have been
Yeah,
cool.
that would have been even better. What's I guess your favorite movies of all time? Your top three?
Top three. Let's go. Super bad.
That is
Dude, where's
awesome.
my cup? And hmm, maybe Team America, something like that.
Wow. Oh, that's super bad. That's one of my favorites growing up. That was
That's
good.
just like the perfect comedy movie. Like it's got everything. Like you can watch that over and over and over and over again. You're not going to get sick of it. Like it's funny, it's got heart, it's got the drama, it's relatable. Like everyone can feel like they've been through something similar to like that in their life. So it's just like it's the perfect movie, in my opinion.
Yeah. No, definitely, man. Yeah, I really love that movie too. I'm glad you said that. I got the special edition when it came out, and it come with like the McLovin ID.
Oh yeah, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the DVD menu, how Michael Cera's character's dancing on the
Yeah.
menu. They actually recorded him doing that for like an hour or two. It doesn't loop. He's like dancing the whole time.
Wow.
It's just a silhouette, but it was actually him. They filmed him like doing the shit. I watched an interview on it.
That's nuts. Yeah. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. And
Yeah, like
what's
no one's gonna even know that if they didn't
that,
say it. Like,
that's nuts that they even done that. That's pretty crazy.
I would have been like, nah, fuck no, I ain't doing that. I'll
No.
do it for 10 seconds and just loop it.
Yeah, wait, I want to ask you when you go on stage, like you're opening for, Swifty, like do you get nervous or are you just ready to go?
Yeah, I do get nervous. Not as nervous as I thought I would be. Like the first time I did it when I opened for Onyx, I was way more nervous like at the start of the day. Then as the showtime came, like as I got there and we did sound check and stuff, I was like, okay, it's not actually that bad. And then just before I'm going out there, the nerves sort of go away because it's like, well, fuck, I'm doing it now. There's no point in being nervous about it. I'm either going to fuck up or I'm going to do it. So I might as well just do it. And the second time was a little bit easier, still like slight nerves happening, but like, yeah, you just got to do it. There's no point worrying about it.
Definitely, man. I'd be nervous as hell. That's awesome confidence to get up
Like
there.
the first time I did it, I was sort of just I was like walking back on walking back and forth on stage. I wasn't really like looking at the people. And this time I kind of tried to look at people and be more interactive rather than just I'm doing my own thing, bro. Watch
Yeah,
me. Try to
definitely.
say some shit, talk to people, say put your fucking hands up, that sort of shit.
Yeah, yeah, get everyone involved.
Yeah, I had my housemate Reese. He was hype manning for me. He was like, I told him like maybe a week before the show, and he was like, "Oh yeah, man, I'll do it. Yeah, sick. I'll try and learn your lyrics and like do some backup vocals and shit." Then like the day before, he's like, "Man, I can't learn your lyrics, eh?" I'm like, "Oh, well, I'll just come up and just say whatever." So he just came up and it was yeah, he just said random shit and did a little dance and people
Oh,
loved it. So
that's awesome,
all
man.
right.
That's cool. Do you have any more performances coming up?
Yeah, I've got one locked in for February. Possibly multiple shows, but at the moment, just the Brizzy one. But might be doing more like Gold Coast, Sunny Coast, and then maybe interstate possibly. So we'll see if that ends up happening. That'll be fun.
No, that's pretty cool. Are you making music like every day? Are you working on it every day, kind of?
Not every day. I haven't. Maybe in a couple of weeks. I haven't really looked at it because I've got so much unfinished things that I'm trying to finish. I've got like some that just need to be mixed, and others like I've got a verse here, I've got a verse there, or one I've just got an idea, the beat I haven't written for it yet. Um, but, I try to do work on at least one thing every few days.
Yeah.
But we've
Yeah.
just been
So
so busy like planning this trip and planning which videos we're going to film and what's going to where and who and blah blah blah. Like we filmed a couple at the Airbnb. The other day we had some we met some lovely ladies from the Gentlemen's Club, and they came over to the house and filmed a couple of videos there, and they're going to be some pretty fun ones.
man, that's pretty awesome that you teed that up.
Yeah, yeah, no, it was good.
Yeah, definitely, man. I can't wait to see those videos coming out. And what?
Yeah, me too. I can't wait. I can't wait.
Yeah, especially having like Ray there doing it, man. That'll turn out awesome.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He's just there directing. He's like, okay, you do this, and oh, you jump on him here and do this, and blah blah blah. And you like rub him here and blah blah. Blah. So yeah, it's gonna be funny.
Yeah, professional. He knows what he's doing.
He knows he's on point. Like
Yeah,
he can't go wrong.
yeah. It sounds like two fun dudes to hang out with, man. That's cool.
Definitely.
And what do you got planned for this next week coming? Are they going to be hanging around for a bit?
No, so they leave on Tuesday night. So yeah, tomorrow's like our day off. I think we're going to go to Australia Zoo or something. Ray wants to see some kangaroos.
Yeah, that's awesome, man.
Yeah,
Just chill out. Like he's just been working the whole time.
pretty much. I think we had like the first day they came, we chilled. I think the next day we kind of chilled for a bit, did a bit of planning, and then pretty much from the third day onwards, just work, 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 work.
Yeah,
So I think we had about so they're here for 10 days. We did like 12 or 13 videos, like full music videos, and then like 10 reels and shorts. So it's been pretty hectic.
yeah. That's crazy. And so like going forward, what would be you said who you'd love to work with, but what would be your ultimate goal, I guess, with going forward with music?
Yeah, like in a perfect world,
Yeah,
in the perfect world to do like a whole project, like an EP, maybe with Eminem, like that'd be insane.
yeah.
Have him on like every track, have me and him like going like Bad Meets Evil type shit, bar for bar. That'd be awesome.
That'd be sick, man. Yeah,
100%.
could see that. That'd be cool. And like what when growing up, what what was the best, or even till now, what was the best advice someone's given you?
Best advice someone's given me.
Yeah,
Uh, you only regret the things that you don't try.
yes, that's a good one.
Yes. Can't say I've ever really regretted anything I've done. Maybe you'd say, oh, I wish I'd done that differently, but you don't regret giving it a go, You've
Yeah,
tried it. You liked it, you didn't like it, you tried it. So don't regret it.
yeah, you got to give stuff a go, man. Like I love that. Like I'm talking to you now, and just having this conversation. I'm a big fan of yours now. I've subscribed to you.
Oh, thanks, man.
I'm glad
Appreciate
your
that.
mate put me onto you. Yeah,
Hell yeah.
yeah, he's awesome. And yeah, with if you had to pick two albums to listen to, you're stranded on a desert island. You can only pick two albums. What are they?
Number one, Eminem show. That was the first album I ever bought with my allowance money,
Yep.
and I bumped that shit nonstop for ages. I remember my mom took me to the shop to buy it. I was like, "Yeah, this is the CD I'm buying." I was like, "Let's listen to it on car on the way home." And I think the first track I went to was like cleaning out my closet, where he's just like saying how much he hates his mum and shit like that. And I was like, I didn't even realize at the time like what the fuck these lyrics meant. And then I was kind of like, oh shit. And she was like, pretty mortified, I think. And she goes, yeah, don't play this when you have friends over. Just by yourself in your room with this one. I was like, okay. So that'd be one. Second, got to switch it up a bit. My favorite band of all time is Blink 182. So
Yes.
it'll be one of their albums. Probably Take Off Your Pants and Jacket.
Yeah. I love
I think
Blink
that's probably my favorite one of theirs.
I grew up to them as well.
Yeah, they're the shit. I'm seeing them next year. I've actually
Yeah.
seen them twice already. They came for Soundwave 2013. I went saw them the night before they performed, and then at Soundwave I saw them again. It's fucking awesome.
Yeah, that's
But
cool.
Travis wasn't there, so Travis is apparently going to be here this time because he was still too scared to fly last time. They had a different drummer.
Yeah. Yeah. Damn it. Yeah, hopefully this time he's there then.
Yeah, because they said last time, like, yeah, he's going to be there. Yeah, he's going to get over his fear of flying for the show, but he didn't. And then he was all like, no, I never said I was definitely coming. Like, him and the promoter like had a bit of a war on Twitter about it. But yeah,
Wow. That's crazy, man. I didn't even know that he had a fear of flying.
yeah, because he was in that plane crash a few years ago. He was like the
Yeah,
only survivor,
that's right.
and I think he had to get some of his tattoos redone because he had like burns like over his body. It's pretty hectic.
That's great. I didn't even think about that. Yeah, it makes sense now. It's like I wouldn't
Yeah,
want to
fuck
come
no.
either.
Like if I was in a plane crash, yeah, I wouldn't be too keen to get on a plane anytime soon again.
No, definitely not. And what do you like? Do you read any books or anything? What's like
Yeah, no, I don't really read any books. I used to read Simpsons comics a little bit,
yeah.
and I'm wrestling magazines because I'm pretty into wrestling, WWE and AEW and that sort of shit. So I like reading about all the behind the scenes info and all the backstage gossip and drama, that sort of shit. And but yeah, I don't really read that much. I did buy some graphic novels the other day. Do you know Scott Pilgrim? Is that movie Scott
Oh
Pilgrim
yeah,
versus the World
with
with Barbara Sarah? So
Michael's
that's based on the graphic novels. I bought those. They're still.
nice.
I bought the like it's like a pack of five, the whole thing, still sealed in plastic. I haven't opened it yet, but I bought that 4 weeks ago. I was planning on reading it eventually.
That was a cool movie. So I'm a big fan of his.
Yeah, no, that's an
Hilarious.
amazing movie.
Yeah. And I guess going back to the wrestling, I used to love the Stone Cold Steve Austin days.
It's in 316.
Yeah,
Stone Cold said so. That's why.
yeah. Couple of Stone Cold Stunners coming out.
Have you seen the kid who like he gets off the school bus and he's got two milks and he's wearing the 316 shirt and he pours the milk all over himself?
Yeah, that was classic. He's probably my favorite wrestler of all time.
Yeah, my favorite wrestler, well, one of them was The Rock, and then the other was Jeff Hardy. I really love Jeff Hardy
Yeah,
when he had the crazy rainbow colored fucking hair.
yeah.
That shit
I
was
used to
wild.
love that. I think it was the Hart brothers, like Owen and Bret Hart,
Yeah, yeah.
and then when he
Hart
died,
Foundation, I think they call themselves.
yeah, it was like tragic, man. And then the WCW had like Goldberg and all those.
Yeah, yeah.
That was cool as well. I think I'd seen them live in Melbourne. They went there. I was like 12 years old, man. That was the craziest
Oh yeah,
experience.
yeah. I've been to like a few shows, like probably at least 10. I mean, the first one I went to was in 2003 in Sydney because they didn't come to Brisbane that year. So my mum was like, okay, I'll get you tickets to that. I think I was in like grade six. Yeah, it would have been grade six. And flew to Sydney for that. And then like the next year they came to Brisbane, so I got to go to that one. And then they just kept coming back. So every year I was like, hey mom, they're back, let's go, let's go. And because I was the only child, my mum likes to just,
Yeah,
kind of spoil me a little bit. So we went to that every year. And then they had that big show in Melbourne 2018, Super
yeah.
Showdown. So me and
I
my
was
mate went to that. We flew to Melbourne for the night. We were there for like 18 hours. We like landed in the afternoon, went to the show, next morning flew out. That was a wild time. But that was crazy because there's a Australian wrestler called Buddy Murphy.
Yeah.
And he actually won the cruiserweight title on that show. So the whole crowd like went fucking crazy because this guy just won a championship. He was like the first Australian to win a championship. Like, oh my god, wow, what the fuck? It was crazy.
Nuts, man. If you could travel anywhere in the world and perform, where would you go?
Oh, I definitely want to get out to the States, Los Angeles, New York. Um, Obviously want to get out to Detroit, see those guys, Bizarre and that. And then I know some people got a homie out in Portland who's like, man, you got to come out, hit the studio, do some shit. We'll do some shows. Got another mate in Texas who actually, you'll see in one of the videos we worked on today. Like he made me this, it's like a mask, like a helmet thing that's got all this graffiti and shit on it. But he made that for me, and he's got a couple tracks with him coming out, and some beats he's made. I've used some of those, and yeah, so I want to get all over the place, man.
Yeah,
I
definitely.
recently just went to Japan. That was my first time overseas in like 15 years.
Wow.
So that was fun.
Yeah, I just got back from Japan. That was the first time I've been there.
Oh, where'd you go? Tokyo?
Tokyo, yeah.
Yeah, I went to Tokyo. I was meant to go for 2 weeks. I was only there for about a week because before I left, my boss goes, "Oh, actually, on this date, like we really need you to come back. So like, can you?" And I was like, "Man, fuck,
Yeah.
fine, whatever." So I cut my trip short. Went with three mates. They all got to stay. I had to go to the airport. And fuck, man, did you notice that like Ubers over there are really expensive?
Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck. I caught
Mate,
one from my hotel to the airport. It was like a 1 hour drive. Cost me like 350 Australian dollars.
holy shit.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
And I was going to catch the train, but I left it too late. I was looking at the train things on my Google thing, and I was like, oh man, I'm not going to be able to get a train. I'm going to fucking get an Uber. And I saw the price. I was like, holy shit. And I made it like 1 minute before baggage check-in closed to get my bag on the plane.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I would have had to carry it on, and I had alcohol in there, so I couldn't carry it on. I'd have to throw the alcohol away. And it was my friend's alcohol because I didn't buy any. He's like, "Hey, I bought this. Can you take it home? Because I can only carry like 2 liters, whatever." So he had it stacked up. Took another one for him. Almost had to say, "Sorry, man. I had to throw your alcohol away."
And yeah, it's like I was surprised like how like clean it was in Japan when I was there.
Yeah. Did you notice there was no like public rubbish bins?
Yeah,
Very
just
rare. You're like,
there's
where the
just
fuck do they put
signs
the
saying
rubbish?
take your rubbish. Yeah, that's what I was
Just
thinking.
put it in
I
your
seen
pocket and take
signs
it
that
home.
take it. Yeah, it says take home with you your rubbish.
It's like, what? How's it so clean? There's no bins. Everyone's just taking their rubbish home. Like that
Maybe
wouldn't
that's the
work over
secret.
here.
Yeah, in Australia, just be like, yeah, everyone just throw it on the ground.
That actually happened at there was like some terrorist threat at like Central Station or something one day, and they locked all the bins, and they kept them locked for months and months. And like you'd go to the McDonald's there, and there'd just be rubbish all over all the tables and everything. People just leaving shit everywhere because there was no bins, and I don't know, the staff weren't cleaning it.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Yeah, well,
that's one thing that's spun me out. I was just like, wow, where's all the rubbish? There's nothing. Yeah,
yep, and all the shit you can buy there too, like um, all those crazy little packaged food things in like the
yeah,
fridge section. And then you go in there and you see like a massive can of beer for like $1.50. And you're like,
yeah,
holy shit, this is like $10 in Australia, and you can't buy that just anywhere. You gotta go to an alcohol store.
yeah. It's nuts.
And you see people just drinking beers on the train and just walking down the street drinking a beer. You're like, yeah.
So we having like beers in the morning and shit. Wow.
Yeah. No, we met this one guy on the train. He was drinking a beer, and we're like, I think he heard us talking, and he turned around and said, "Oh, Australian." We're like, "Yeah, yeah, yeah." And he goes, "Ah, I love Great Northern beer." And we're like, "Oh no, we don't really fuck with Great Northern." But he's like, "Yeah, he worked in Australia for 6 months up north or something." And he's like,
Wow.
"Yeah, Great Northern was like the go-to beer after work there." And he just asked all these questions like, "Oh, so you guys watch rugby? Like, who's your favorite rugby player?" And all this sort of shit. Like, I don't know, they love Australians over there. Anytime
Yeah.
we met someone, they're like, "Oh, you're Australian? Oh, fuck yeah!" Like, what are the koalas like? Yeah, they're cool.
Vicious.
Yeah, they're drop bears. You got to watch out for those ones.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's good. So you mentioned the album earlier? When's that coming out?
It'll be probably late next year,
Yep.
or depends on what order we go with. Whether we release all the EPs first, then the album, or we do a few EPs, then an album, then a few EPs. Just depends. Could be mid-year, or it'll be definitely out by the end of the year next year.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah, that'll be awesome. Yeah,
Oh, and one of those EPs we're working on, actually, this is actually um, pretty big. King Crooked is going to executive produce one of those EPs, and he's going to do a feature on the opening track. It's going to be fucking awesome.
that would be a dream come true as well, man. That is
Oh,
cool.
yeah. Yeah.
Man,
It's going to be so good.
King Crooked. Yeah, wow, he's one of my favorite rappers.
His bars, man, is just crazy. I don't know if you've heard Eminem talk about when he's working with King
Yeah,
Crooked, but he's just like, man, he
that's
makes me
like
go
one of
back
his
and
favorites.
rewrite shit. Like some of those things he says, like I listened to it a few times and oh fuck, I didn't catch that's what he said there.
Yeah,
Like for Eminem to be saying that about people, like that's just crazy.
that's pretty
Because
huge.
that's what I'm saying about Eminem. I'll listen to a song even from the Eminem show, fucking from 2000, what is it, 2001 or whatever the fuck, 2003, four. I'd be like, whoa, hold on, oh, that's what, oh shit, that's like, oh, I never knew that was a double entendre that he said there. This means that, and it, blah blah blah. Like
Yeah.
so many
Yeah,
things I don't know
still
secret
gets me
meaning.
now when I listen to songs from back then. I'm like, that's what he's talking about.
Nothing beats like that old school flow of Eminem from like Slim Shady LP, Marshall LP, Eminem Show, little bit of Encore, like that whole era. But I don't know, that's just the ultimate to me.
Yeah, that was perfect back then.
Yeah.
Still love
But
him
then
now.
Music to Be
That
Murdered
was
by, the new one, that's dope too.
yeah. Oh, I'm a huge fan of that one as well. But yeah, I think everything he touches though is just incredible.
Yeah.
Definitely, yeah, it'd be awesome to meet him as well.
Actually bought off M80, he sold it to me. It's a canvas print of the notebook. They scanned the notebook that Eminem used when he was writing "Lose Yourself." So they did
Wow.
300 copies of that, and he's like signed the 300 of them. And so I've got one of those hanging up in my studio now, and a brick from the house from the Marshmallows LP cover. They'd sold it was like however many bricks it was, and it's got the little certificate sign saying it's an authentic brick. So I got that sitting in my studio as well. Eminem brick.
Wow, man, that's pretty cool.
Just trying to feed off all the energy. I got on the other wall. I got this Death Row hoodie that Snoop signed and like Death Row chain that I got from when I met Snoop at the show. So that's all hanging up on the wall, and the other wall's got all the Eminem shit. Just trying to get the good studio vibes going in there. Get the good energy, the creativity.
Yeah, and Death Row Chain would be awesome.
It's fucking heavy too, man. I was wearing it at the show, and then I'm like, man, my neck, what the hell? And then I took the chain off, and I was like, oh, that feels better. Like you didn't even realize it was just weighing me down.
Yeah, that's nuts. Does like Snoop give it to you?
Yeah, Snoop. I think there's a video of it of Snoop handing me the chain.
Holy shit.
We're gonna use that in a video because I got a song with Corrupt, and we leased some vocals from Snoop for the hook. So Snoop and Corrupt are on that track, and I think part of the when we filmed backstage is going to be in the video as well when I was meeting Snoop Dogg.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
that's insane. That would have been an awesome feeling.
yeah, yeah. It was insane.
Yeah, that's cool. And then is that what would be the non-hip hop artists? Who do you listen to outside of rap?
Okay, so I already mentioned Blink, so they're like my favorite. Another one, yeah, I've already talked about Taylor Swift, Offspring, Sum 41. Um, I've seen those guys too. They played at River Stage like a few months ago. Um, I like a bit of Disturbed. Um, who else, man? It's hard to think when you put on the spot.
Yeah,
But
sorry, man.
like Butterfingers, they're hip hop, but they also do rock shit.
Yeah,
They're local Brizzy boys.
yeah, that's awesome. You live in Brizzy, man. I wish I was over there now. Like, be cool to catch up with you.
Yeah, man, you could have stayed at the Airbnb. It's fucking huge, this place.
Yeah, yeah. Hopefully, yeah, when they come back again, I'm over that way, or
Yeah,
even
man. Yeah, hopefully, because we'll do it.
yeah, man, it'd be cool. It'd be awesome just to hang out with you. So you
Yeah,
do.
this is M80's third time in what 18 months. So it's roughly every 6 months he's coming over lately.
That's
But I think
crazy.
next time I'm going to go over there, but he'll be back here for sure anyway.
Yeah. Yeah, he travels around a fair bit.
Yeah, he's a globetrotter.
Yeah. He's just got like awesome energy too. I love when he puts up
Hmm.
videos and
Yep.
shit.
Some of that shit, like when he was forcing me to do the shit out last night and some of the other stuff, like at the time I'm like, fuck you, I don't want to do this shit. Like, fucking leave me alone. And then after I'm like, okay, yeah,
Yeah.
you helped out. It's gonna be good now. Thank you, but fuck you.
Yeah. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah, because he's the like the confidence level of that guy is fucking insane. He literally walks around like he's got 80-pound balls.
Yeah.
He's like, yo, fuck, I'm an 80, sup, whatever. You don't like it, fuck you.
Yeah. That's fucking cool, man. Yeah, I reckon you're gonna kill
Any room he walks into, he acts like he owns it. Like when we went to this restaurant the other night, he's walked in there like he owned the place. Yo, what's up? It's M80. Where's my food? Is my table? Awesome. Where's the discount? Come on.
it. What a legend. Yeah, I love that. That's cool. Like you're gonna
Yep.
kill it working with him.
Yeah, yeah, that's the plan. That's the plan.
Yeah. And
Like he's building a really good team around me, like Alfredo and Ray and some other people that do some other things for us. Like, yeah, he's really he's good at bringing people together, getting the best out of everyone,
yeah.
seeing what everyone brings to the table, and making sure everyone gives the best that they can give. You know,
Yeah. Yeah, he's like good. Yeah.
he doesn't expect too much of people. He knows what you can bring, and he expects you just to give that. He won't expect more than you can give.
Yeah.
I will say that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I love him. He's cool. And you got like talk about you got Ray doing the video. I wanted to ask you with your beats, like how do you pick your beats out? Do you just go through a list and go, okay, this is what I think works for me?
Yeah.
What's your
So
process?
there's a few ways I go about that. So obviously, I subscribe to the Inner Circle beat packages that M80 and his mate Anno Domini do. So I get those packs as like 20, 30 beats every month.
Yeah,
Haven't used too many of those lately. A lot of my older shit that I put out is pretty much all those beats. And then other things I've got, friends who make beats, they hit me up and say, hey, like I just made this beat. Check it out. Do you want to listen to it? Then other times I'm just going through BeatStars, typing in, whatever mood I'm in, what BPM I'm feeling, like 90, 120. Go through a random list. I'll literally play like 100 beats in a row till I like find one that I like. And then if I find one that's really dope, I'll be like, all right, I'll go to that guy's page. I'll listen to like all of his beats and see like maybe there's out of his 200 beats, maybe there's like 10 there that I've got to have. And I'll do it that way. And other times just go on YouTube, go to the new like music section, see what beats are on there, find their website, find their BeatStars page, go from there.
man, that's cool. That's yes. Because I was always wondering, how different people choose what they want to, get on a beat with, rap on.
Yeah, and I like to keep it fresh too. I don't always go for the same like style of beats. I don't know if you noticed that if you listen to my music, like a lot of it's always like a different kind of vibe. Like with the project I did with Bazaar, that's more like old school kind of boom bap kind of beats. And then the newer ones are more kind of got some acoustic guitar kind of sounding ones, and then got like more like rock sounding ones, and then more just like straight hip hop and some kind of electronic kind of instruments, lo-fi stuff. Always trying to experiment with like different sounds.
Yeah, for sure. What's it like working with Bizarre? Like to me, it's like I feel like he'd be like just crazy.
He is pretty crazy. Um, he all the fucking all the lines from his songs are all about doing cocaine. I think so. He's a pretty cool guy.
Yeah,
We just talk a little bit here and there about when we're trying to organize videos and stuff like that, and then even sometimes we'll just talk for the sake of it, like, oh, I saw your new shit, yeah, that's dope, man, like blah blah blah. And then when I got him to sign those CDs for me, he was chill about that. I sent him over to Detroit, then he mailed it back and got 50 of those limited edition signed CDs by me and Mazar. They'll be up for sale soon.
Yeah.
Already posted one out to someone in Sydney who hit me up on Instagram when I posted them up. He was like, "Oh man, I gotta take one." I was like, "Oh yeah, they're not for sale yet, but send me $30. I'll post it now."
Yeah.
So he's the first one actually,
That's pretty
apart
cool.
from M80 and Ray. I gave them their copy when they landed, but he's the first one to actually get it sent out.
That'd have been pretty cool, like getting those signed as well, and then you got like you and him on there together.
Yeah,
It's
I was
something you
like,
can cherish forever.
yeah, he actually suggested it. Like I was thinking about it, asking him to do that, but then I just told him, "Hey man, I'm getting some CDs, man, blah blah blah," and he's like, "Oh, send them to me, I'll sign them." I was like, "Oh, okay, fucking oath."
Definitely.
But man, the United States Postal Service so slow.
Yeah.
From
Yeah,
when he
man.
sent them back, it took so fucking long. I'm like, looking at the tracking shit. It's like sitting in Chicago for like a week. I'm like, what is happening here? Like when I sent them, it took like 4 days like to get there, and like he got it. And then actually, I was looking at the tracking. So they said delivered. So I messaged him. I was like, "Hey man, did you get the CDs?" And he's like, "Huh? No, what?" And I was like, My shit says it's like been delivered." And he's like, "Hang on, hang on." And then like half an hour later, he's like, "Yeah, yo, man, my cousin found it. Yeah, it's all good, man." I'm like, "Oh, thank fuck that. I was gonna have to get this shit printed again."
Yeah.
Man.
Yeah, that's crazy. Like I've noticed like getting stuff from overseas, yeah, it does take a while.
Yeah.
And what can you tell us any other projects you're working on? Or like top secret?
Um, yeah, just that King Crooked one. That's probably the big one. There is another secret about that. Don't know if I'm allowed to speak about it yet, but there is a big secret coming on that EP as well. That's gonna blow people's minds. But the other stuff, yeah, just regular stuff. One of the EPs is gonna be a new metal EP. So I got some songs remixed in the Limp Bizkit, Hollywood Undead, Linkin Park type style. Another one is one of my songs, Shit Talker. I got that remix in 8 different genres. So it's like dubstep, synth wave, rock, pop, um, some other ones, chopped and screwed, some other shit. And then what's the last one? But yeah, I've got like seven or eight EPs in the works. So it's just going to be constant content from me next year. It's just going to be bam, Dheezy, bam, another Dheezy, bam, another Dheezy. Whoa, where's this? Who's Dheezy? Where'd this guy come from? Dheezy, Dheezy, Dheezy.
You know, just yeah, pumping it out, man.
So
Hard work.
we're walking through like we're doing all this shit, and Ray's just like to M80. He's like, "Man, he's like, next time we come back here, man, we're not going to be able to walk down the street like this without being mobbed." He's like, "Dheezy's going to be everywhere, man." I'm like, "I don't know about that, but we'll see what happens."
Yeah, hopefully,
He's
man.
like, "No, I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, bro. It's gonna be the shit, man." I was like, "All right, all right."
Yeah, Deezy does it.
Dheezy does it. That's right. Dheezy does it, and the ladies love it.
Oh shit. You said it. I love it, man. What advice would you give to someone who wants to start out?
I would say, fucking do it. And the bit like the first thing you should look at is a decent microphone. It doesn't have to be like the fucking crazy best microphone, but at least something that's fairly decent. Like when I first started, when I did that diss track and this Taylor Swift shit, I was recording all my shit on the built-in laptop microphone. So I was like crouching over my laptop, like speaking into the webcam like that. So
Yeah.
that was shit. The next microphone I got, I think I bought it from Wish or some shit like that. It was like $20, $30. That also sounded like shit. That was absolute. I think the one I bought after that was like 50, $60. So that one was okay. Like I'd say you could get away with that sort of shit. But yeah, you want to spend at least 150 to $200 on like a really good quality mic because like quality sound is like the main thing. If your audio sounds like shit, no matter how dope your bars are or how good your flow is, no one's going to want to listen to something that sounds like shit.
Yeah. Yeah, you want
So
something
yeah, good
quality.
mic. That's the number one thing. And then second thing, if you're looking for the number two, would be to either learn how to mix and master properly or have someone who does it for you. Because you want all the levels to be good.
Yeah, that'd be. I wouldn't. Yeah, I'd have no idea there. That'd be
There's actually a really good
process
tool
itself.
called eMastered. It's like an AI mastering website. I do some shit on there. Sometimes I'll lay a rough verse and do some doubles and ad libs. I'll export the audio, then I'll upload it to that site and get it back, and makes it sound way better. So that's another way to do it as well.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. AI is, yeah, game changer.
Yeah.
Is there anything that I haven't asked you that you wanted to talk about?
I think you pretty much covered everything, eh, bro?
Yeah.
Can't really think of anything. Yeah. Everyone go fucking get Killer Combo, stream killercombo.com.
Killercombo.com, there you have it. Bizarre, Dheezy, EP.
Bizarre, Dheezy, D12, Obi Trice. Get it.
Yeah, and that's another one. Like we're talking about, you did the song with Bizarre and Obi Trice, Shake That Ass. Obi Trice is another legend, man.
Yeah, man. Oh, and speaking of Bizarre, I don't know if it's like true or not, but he was saying that he wants to do an Australian tour like at some point next year. And he says if he does that, that I can open for him. So we'll see if that happens. That'd be fucking cool if that happens.
Yeah, man.
Because I would have opened up for Swifty and Bizarre. So, you know, get working my way through the D12 sphere, working my way up to Eminem.
Yeah. It'll happen, man.
Imagine opening for Eminem. Like, that'd be crazy shit.
That would be nuts.
Like, 360 got to do that in like 2014. Like, 360 is another dope guy that I like as well.
Yeah, definitely.
360 and Peds, Forthright. Yeah, that's fucking dope.
Yeah. That'll be sick. You opening for Bizarre. That'd be cool.
Yeah, that'd be so cool. And if we could do some of our songs together, like during his set, like that'd be even better.
Yeah. Surely, yeah. That would be.
Surely, come on.
Make it happen, Bizarre. You have the full. Oh yeah, that's been all the questions I've had written down, man. It's been awesome just connecting with you.
Yeah, no, man, I had a great time. Like fucking yeah.
We'll
Maybe in like
touch.
another 6 months' time, we can talk about what I've been up to since then.
Yeah, definitely. Check back in again. Yeah,
Hell yeah, brother.
be awesome to keep in touch. Yeah, I look forward to following your journey. I reckon you're gonna kill it.
Yeah, cheers, man. Fucking appreciate the support.
Definitely, bro. Oh, yeah, thanks again. Thanks for your time.
No, thanks for having me.
And upload it, as quick as I can.
Sweet, awesome. Also, I'll send you a link of my when I open for Swifty. It's like private on YouTube. I don't know when I'm going to publish it. I don't know why I haven't yet, but I'll send that to you so you can check it out.
Yeah, that'll be awesome, man. Sweet. Thanks, brother. Catch you.
Thank you.